Hello all. Alright, welcome back. I'm going to start a new series on Railway Empire for the expansion for the Down Under, the Australia expansion. So let's get started on that.
Your search is use the business plan.
I like to use the engineer because he has free maintenance buildings and the locomotives are cheaper, so I can expand those pretty rapidly. So I usually always choose him if given the choice. So I haven't played this one before, so we'll see what it's like. I just downloaded it the other day after I finished the France expansion.
Ah, hello. How did you end up here?
Guy looks like Crocodile Dundee.
What was that? Railroads? Here in the middle of nowhere? You must have suffered a heat stroke. Well, since you're here, there are actually a few things a railroad might prove helpful with.
I wish
But
they
heed
didn't
my
make
warnings and don't come running to me if you
the
fail.
calendar. Why is the calendar going so fast? Alright, let's look at the task list. Connect 2 cities, connect 3 rural businesses, and connect 55,000. Okay, that's actually quite easy enough. Let's do... Okay, so we can't go that way. That always makes it easy when they basically tell us where we can and can't go. We'll put that one there, and one there. Let's connect up our line. First task done. Pretty quickly, too.
Since the first settlements were founded just over 40 years ago, not much has changed here.
Oh, I didn't know
Do you really
that one
think
under.
that a few tracks will change anything?
Ay caramba, I didn't realize there was so much. I could go ahead and delete those, get a refund, and try to do it over again, but I'm not going to worry about it just yet. Let's get a couple of trains started, though. Alright. Did it give me more tasks? Nope. 3 rural businesses. Okay, they probably both are going to need wheat. Let's see if I can do a bond. I hate doing bonds so early, but I kind of wasted it on that first line, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over that just yet. Now this one is definitely, it's on the other side of this hill, so we are gonna have to go around it to get to Melbourne, which is fine. Melbourne needs wheat, and then we can always send one on to what is that, Ballarat? Ballarat? That seems weird. Alright, let's put it like that. Maybe I'll try to pay closer attention and not build some tunnels. Let's see if there's a good way to avoid tunnels here. Alright. Of course I don't have enough money. How much did that last one cost me? I guess there's a bridge right there, isn't there? Alright, well, that is going to be... that is going to be some time before I'm able to get those... done. Now the nice thing is the rail network is actually almost done, so we've almost met that because we just got to get one of those cities to grow a little bit and we'll meet the third task. But with just 2 trains running at the moment, it's going to be a while before we're able to get up enough money for this last one. I wonder if I should go ahead and just delete these tracks, rebuild them, so that they don't cost me a unfortunate. I'm just gonna look at the landscape here. Sometimes I'll just kind of like skim it and see if... See, there's definitely... I could go around it and try to avoid that hill. I don't know if that's going to be useful or not. Because oddly enough, for this one, we did start out with a pretty decent amount of starting money, 1.5 million, and then I took out 2 loans, and I'm already down to 189,000. So that is not a good start. Not terribly worried. What's this down here? Oh, it looks like a lobster. Oh yeah, fisheries, lobsters and fish. Nice. All right. So they need the typical stuff: wheat, cows to make beef steak, then fish, wood, steaks, beer. So the typical stuff, except for the fish. I think usually in the regular game it's corn, but here they're using fish. So, all right. I like to just jump around, look around. Okay, what's this export warehouse? Oh, gold. The warehouse demands gold. So that's usually pretty nice, because that means... Yep, there it is. That, oh, 35. That means we can import quite a lot of gold. If there was any... Oh, that looks like there's gold there, but of course that is in the no-go zone. Of course it is. Oh, that's all in the no-go zone. That's all in the no-go zone. I guess we got to finish those first tasks before we get there. Oh, wow, there's really not much at all. The only thing is I can really connect the wheat and then this fisheries. And it looks like I can't even get over here at all. So, oh, there's some wood. We are going to need wood. So I'll probably bring wood down, connected into Melbourne as well. So, Alright, how much did I need to finish that? I was going to use this video just to get those first set of tasks done, get started, get those first set of tasks done, then I'll stop this first video and then continue on the next one. We're almost there. We only need 220. We're at 208 already, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem getting there. And neither of the trains are filling up, so it's not like I need to add a third train to the line to increase our profitability. Both of them are doing pretty well, and they're both expresses for the moment, so that's good. Sometimes I like to ride the train. It's fun, especially when I'm just waiting to make some money. I'll get on the train and give it a ride. Now it's interesting, I'm looking at the map here on the lower right-hand corner, and my 2 blue dots are the 2 cities that I've already put my stations in, but if you notice, the rest of the cities are all along the coast. There's really no cities on the interior at all. I think that's pretty common for Australia. I think most of the population lives, you know, within like 50 miles of the coast or something like that. So that's actually pretty realistic. I assume that all of the natural resources are in the interior, and then our job is going to be bringing those natural resources into the interior, or I'm sorry, into the coastal areas. That's what I meant to say in an awkward way. All right. Yes. Oh, no, we're still not there. Of course we're not. Now we gotta wait for one more Trip. Of course it is. What's that say? Yes, I know that. Now it's interesting. I'm not sure what that looks like. Butter, but it's made from the wheat. So the wheat is making the beer and what looks like butter. I'm assuming it's not butter. Let's take a look at the goods list and see what all these things are. So we have passengers, mail, wheat, or grain, cattle, seafood, wood. Those are all normal things. Clothing. Clothing looks a little differently. The tweed, which is the cloth, that looks a little different. I'm assuming it's also made from cotton. Sugar, wool, beer, steaks. Yeast extract. Our little butter looking thing is actually yeast extract. Carrots or vegetables. Fruit. The fruit looks a little different. Looks like a pineapple or something. Lumber, rum. Ralomite. That's probably like Vegemite. Vegemite is a food product that they sell in Australia. Cement, iron, coal, newspapers, chemicals, gold. There's our gold. Steel. What's that? Oh, tools. Okay. No hammers for the Aussies. They use knives as tools. Wine, bricks or clay, pottery, furniture, automobiles. That looks a little different. Gasoline, oil, jewelry. Toys. It looks like a Woody from Toy Story. And canned beer. Now that's interesting because they have canned beer, but then up here they have like draft beer. So they have two different kinds of beer. I'm assuming to make canned beer you just use regular beer plus maybe steel or something. That'll be interesting to see how that comes up. All right, are we there yet? Do we have enough money? Nope. We do not. We should be right now because this train just came into the station, so once it makes... Yep, there we go. Alright, at least now we have enough money. We can start bringing in wheat. That'll make us some additional money. But again, I need to buy a train. I need 9,000, which I do not have just yet. Now the calendar seems to be moving at a pretty rapid pace as well. It's already 1831. We started in 1830, so it's actually, as you can see, the days are like snapping by really fast. So that is interesting. All right, we have enough money. Let's get our train. And we're going to send it here to Melbourne. Make sure it's full. Now, once we get another one, I will send it to Ballarat, or I might go ahead and try to build a station up here. But I almost feel like I just add a second train down here and send it up. It's on its way to Ballarat. Ooh. All right, so this is one of those situations where the train is not doesn't have the capacity to carry a full load when there's an incline. And as you can see here, so notice the slight incline. It's not super high, but there's definitely an incline. Now let's hope that the rest of this path goes much smoother. Otherwise, I'm going to have to redo this track because that is some slow trainage. Oh, there's our conductor, or not conductor, but the train engineer chugging along. Got his Aussie flags flying at the head of the train. Doesn't really go that fast. Oh, there's a bit of an incline again. He's still got some ways to go. Let's see how... That is super slow. Now, I could do a couple of things. I could reduce the number of cars and just say like a maximum of 4 cars. That will help because he won't be dragging as heavy of a load up those hills. So it's a lot easier for him to take 4 carloads of grain as opposed to 8 carloads of grain. The other thing I could do is try to redo the tracks. So that they're not that they're more flat. Now the problem with that is I don't have the money to do it, so that might be a problem. I was hoping to finish these 3 tasks before I ended this video, but I might end it early just so that I can yeah, they're starting to lose population now because they don't have enough goods. And see, the problem is Ballarat needs cattle to make steaks, so they can't even bring in steaks. The cattle here, but I don't... It's all grayed out. I don't know if it'll let me access it yet. Okay, so I mean this scenario did say that it was hard. So I can see now why it is considered hard. I'm gonna just take a look. I thought it would give me the information about the grade, but I don't think that it does. Nope, it does not. Let's see, is that a train doing any better? 5 miles, but it does look like once it gets to here, then it's all good downhill. Now coming back, he should be fine because he'll be empty. So he'll be able to make it up to this hill and then make it back relatively easily. Let's hope. Yeah, so here he goes. He's you know, and the other thing too, it is relatively early. Now we do have 350 innovation points, so we could go ahead and get this better John Hancock train. And then once we get this other one, 300, we'll be able to increase the power of our locomotives. That'll help a little bit. Alright, so we do have this first train coming into town, so that's good. I just want to kind of take a look to see if it's going to be able to I just want to sort of now, so this fishing village over here does look pretty flat, so I could probably get it to Ballarat pretty easily because it is flat. So instead of trying to drag some additional wheat up, oh, let me take a look at this guy. I just wanted to see if how much he slows down going up there. He does slow down a little bit, but like I said, he's by himself. So he's not really having too much of a problem. When he's an empty, you know, it's just the locomotive, it's able to go up the incline a little faster. So I'm actually going to leave him alone. I'm not going to mess with him yet. We'll let him just feed wheat into Melbourne for the time being. But I also want to build a seafood train station over here. I think that's probably our best bet. Now hopefully this doesn't cost us a terrible fortune to connect up. I'm going to get rid of these bridges. Saves us a little bit of money. Hopefully it's not too much of an incline getting up there. But I think we're going to leave it there. But we do need 98,000. That's going to be a bit before we get there. So I don't think I constructed maintenance buildings on these. So let's do that. That'll help. Now our train should be... Oh, it's not back just yet. Now this does make quite a bit of wheat, so we could go ahead and start sending it. It's on its way. Now part of me also is thinking about, like, if I were to connect Ballarat right around the backside of this hill or mountain. It's not really a mountain, but the backside of this hill, I could connect up to this farm pretty easily. Just come back around here, maybe have a little bit of a hill right there. I could connect in. I might do that after I get the fisheries connected. It's going to be a hot minute to get there. Now already I'm not looking terribly good. So 1834, but the calendar, as you can see, it's ticking away like day by day by day by day, so it's really fast. I'm not sure I'll be able to get these three. I might have to start this whole series over again if I fail. So if I post this as what not to do, take a lesson from me. Maybe don't waste all your money on a tunnel, a big ass tunnel, sorry for the language, on the very first line. And then make sure you're not creating too much of a gradient on your tracks, because these trains aren't the best. So they do not like hills. Where's my little train at? He's chugging away, but he's right at the crest of the hill. He's about to go down. Kind of like a roller coaster, very slow up the hill, and then you go super fast down. Of course, his super fast is like 12 miles per hour. I think I can literally ride a bike faster than that. So that is not terribly exciting. How much are these trains bringing in? They're making money, but not a ton of money. Alright, let's take another look at our task list. Our population is also decreasing, so that's not good. Now Melbourne should be boosted up a little bit. Once I get the fisheries connected, that should help. However, we may not be able to get there in time, because, you know, it's already December of 1832. We need 1834 to connect 3 businesses. So I basically have 2 years to connect 2 more businesses, which is basically going to be that fisheries plus that other forest, you know, to bring in wood. So we got the wood right here. We have the fisheries right down here. So things are not looking terribly good for the time being. I wonder if well, okay, so I know that's going to be about 98,000. Let's clear that out and just see how much it'll be to run it over here. 891,000. Oh, that seems totally reasonable. Of course, I'm kidding. Alright, so that does bring it down somewhat. There's no bridges, but there's a 6% gradient, but that's actually up, and that would be on the way back when it's empty. So that's actually not a concern. So coming from there to Ballarat would actually be all downhill. I think. Because it doesn't really hit that gradient until here, and that's when it has to kind of get up this little hill to get up to the farm. So that actually might be okay. But again, I need 161,000, which I don't have. But having said that, if I got rid of this line, that might work. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. Why is that not working? Alright, I'll come back and fix that in a second. Alright, so this one I gotta bring down. There we go. Alright, so I need 154,000 to do this. So let's consider that. Once this train gets into Melbourne, I'm going to delete this line, and I'm going to let the train go through Ballarat to get back to Kelly Manor. That's going to help. It's going to be a little cheaper and a little easier, hopefully a little faster for the wheat to get around to Melbourne, because this is way too slow waiting for it to take these hills at, 4 miles per hour. And then I can also feed wheat into Ballarat as well, because Ballarat also needs wheat, as you can see. They have one. They don't need a lot, but they could definitely use wheat as well. So I could run a second train there. After the first trip, it'll pay for itself. So it's almost worth it. Now, of course, I can't build that second track because I need 154, and I almost need to destroy this one, demolish this track to get the refund for it. Okay, so now this train has passed over its zenith or its crest. It's gonna head into Melbourne. Faster. And then I'm going to delete this track, get the refund, and then I'll build it on the other side. I'm also going to give it another run, because after it empties out in Melbourne, it could take some passengers or something to Ballarat. So I'll probably add that, but I'm going to do that after I get this line finished. Alright, that was a 442, so of course it was terribly expensive. Alright, let's get this built. So as you can see, that actually gives me quite a bit of money. With that done, let's see. So that's getting into Melbourne. And as you can see, its path is now through there to Kelly Manor. Does it go that way? Why doesn't it? Okay, yeah. It didn't look like it was highlighted on the track, but it was. Okay, so where's it at? Alright, so it's heading back. I'm not going to worry about it just yet. I want to get this other fishery set up, because we are running out of time. So let's get this one set up. This one wasn't terribly expensive, so I'll be... Alright, I got cut off there a little bit. Alright. Let's get this one set up. Alright, let's do a train. We're going to use this John Hancock, which is a little better. From that fisheries to Ballarat. Make sure it's full. Then I'm going to send another one from there into Melbourne. Then we're going to come back to Ballarat, then back to Norris Fisheries. Now at Norris Fisheries, we want it to be full. At Melbourne, we actually, it doesn't matter, but at Ballarat, we want to make sure it doesn't take anything. So everything should get out at Ballarat. That way it's empty when it comes back to Norris Fisheries to fill up again. All right, and yep, so we're out of fish. So once it fills up, it'll take off. The other one is on its way to Ballarat. Not doing terribly fast, but it's better. So this one is doing well. So this is the one that goes to Melbourne, but I actually want to add Ballarat as well. And I'm going to do the same thing where in Ballarat I'm going to make sure it doesn't pick up anything because I want it to be empty when it goes back to Kelly Manor you know, so it picks up a full load of wheat. Now I can also add a train from Kelly Manor to Ballarat of wheat. We'll just set up one of those so it can be taking a load of wheat to Ballarat while the other one's on its way. Okay, so we've got a wheat going to both cities. We have a seafood going to both cities. Now we just need to hook up our wood. So we're actually doing okay. Maybe it's not as dire as I thought it was going to be because we need to add 3. Now this one doesn't really give me the option to add that. So some of these have been grayed out. So for example, this wood is a lot closer, or this wine is a lot closer, but it's grayed out, so I can't even add anything to it. So let's put this wood here. All right, now I have to be careful how I get over there. So I think we're going to have to end up going right through here. So I'm going to start at Melbourne. So let's start on the end. I'm very hesitant to I hate doing yeah, we're gonna have to do it like that. All right. It is like all bridge, which obviously is not good. Oh. Let's see if we take this one out. Just trying to find the best way to, if I take that one out, no, then it adds a ton of bridge. This might be a problem. I mean, we might have the same problem that we had before where there's just a slowness getting through. See, if I take that down, it forms a tunnel, which is not really what I want. Well, maybe we try that. We try it, see how it works. Now the other option is, okay, so that's, if I go that route, it's 310. Let me just, for fun's sake, let's take it like this. Just kind of not too much better really, but if we decrease that, so that does take it down to 227. Now there will be a couple of inclines, like right there, right here, but there's less bridges because we're only crossing the river this one time. So let's try that, but I'm still going to need 227. All right. So I think what we'll do is I'll stop there for now, and I will, once I get enough money to build that next track, I'll start the next video when I do that. So until next time, I will see you then.
Well, what did I tell you? Australia's a tough place for
Failure.
railroad companies.
All right, I guess I gotta start again. See you next time.